This game started with a vision that made complete sense and ended up on worst games of all time list for decades. Eric Kohn, co-founder of the small French studio Titus, acquired the Superman license in 1997 specifically because nobody else wanted it. He pitched Warner Brothers an open-world game where players could fly freely around Metropolis, use all of Superman's powers, and complete missions in a free-form narrative. Warner Brothers signed off on the concept, but the original licensing team left the company shortly after. The replacement team immediately disliked both Caen and the project, felt a small studio like Titus was inappropriate for such a major license, and made the development as difficult as possible. They rejected nearly every design decision. They objected to Superman interacting with destructible environments. They refused to let him harm real people or fight them directly. To solve the problem of harming civilians, the team moved the entire game into a virtual reality setting inside Metropolis, which is why the story involves a simulation. The ring stages, which critics mocked relentlessly, were originally intended only as a tutorial section to introduce flying mechanics. They became a core part of every level because Warner Brothers kept blocking other design elements. Approvals for individual characters took months each time. Near the end of development, Nintendo itself stepped in to provide technical support. The game sold over 500,000 copies and briefly reached the third best-selling Nintendo 64 game in America, primarily bought by children who had no idea what critics were saying. Titus immediately handed it to another studio to be rebuilt for PlayStation, but the Warner Brothers license expired before that version could release.